So I'm Celine, I'm from France, and I'm a French teacher in Asia Pacific International School. I'm teaching primary and secondary, both level. And today I'm going to speak about using game in a classroom. So next, please. So why I think that playing, doing games during lesson is good, because kids, they love to play. This is for sure. They have fun, they can learn at the same time. Like they're feeling like, yeah, we are doing the lesson, but it's more like we are playing. I know when I tell them, okay, today teacher will do a game, for sure they're all in and they're all happy. The next also, it's because we motivate them and provide goals also. It encourages participation. And I realized this with the online learning. The participation increased a lot while I'm playing with them. Foster creative, interactive problem solving. Pose adaptive challenges, and require very little prep for busy teacher, if I can say. Once you have done the game, you can reuse it. For me, as language teacher, I have different level, beginner, advanced. So I can just change slightly the game, and then I can just revise with them. Okay, what I will do now, I will give some example that I have. So the first example that I'm doing, it's working online, this one. For example, what I will do and how I will create a game, I will decide of the topic. So for example, I need to revise the house, everything related to the house. And my idea to create a game will be, I will need to check about vocabulary and about grammar. So I will select the point. For example, for the house, I will need to do the room vocabulary, furniture, preposition like on top, behind, in, etc. And for the grammar, I will have to check the gender, because French has some gender, questions, negative form. So with those ideas, those points, I create this game, which is, I put the house, a picture of a house, and I will hide myself somewhere. And the kids will have to ask me questions in French. For example, are you in the living room? Are you in the bathroom? Then they will ask, are you, once they know which room I am, they will ask, are you in the car, etc. By doing, it's of course in French. By doing this, they will revise how to make question, sentence, and they will also work on the listening and speaking skill. So next one. Another game that I do also with them, it's about physical description. So I need to revise the vocabulary about body parts, colors, once again, gender. For those who speak French, you will see that gender, male and female words are quite tricky in French. And for grammar, we will have roughly the same questions, negative form, gender, the conjugation of to be and to have, and agreement of adjective. So same, the game will be, I will be one of these characters, and they will ask teacher questions like, do you have glasses? Then I will say yes or no, etc. So this game can be played also in the classroom. I guess you know this game, the flipping one. I don't know. I think in English it's called Guess Who I Am, if I'm not mistaken.
It's called Guess Who.
Guess Who. Okay, thank you. In French, if I translate, it's Guess Who I Am. So Guess Who. So in classroom, this game works like really well. They love it so much. When they see teacher coming in the classroom with the box, they are like, yes, teacher, today we are doing physical description. Next one, please. This one is more for my online lesson and more for the younger, like the key stage 1 mostly. Key stage 2, I can still use it with my primary. It's to revise vocabulary. Since with the younger one, I don't do all the grammar and conjugation rules. It's a bit too complicated. What I've done for the online, and I realized that it's working really well with them, I will be teaching them some vocabulary at the beginning of the lesson. For example, this lesson was about the body part. So we will go through the vocabulary, the gender, etc. And at the end, I will be playing this game with them, which is, I call it who will be the faster, because I ask them to open the chat box and check who will be the fastest one given the answer. The game is in we have 2 rounds. The first round will be teacher will say one of these body parts, and I'm expecting them to put the correct number in the chat box. The second round will be, I say the number in French, and they will have to spell the body part correctly in the chat box. So doing this game, they are doing listening and writing, like spelling. So this game is really good for the primary students and working for any...
That's your time, Celine. I'm going to give you a minute to wrap it up.
Yeah, it's the last one. And the last one, I guess you know this game. It's the one, you know, you have to put a name on the paper. And this game, I mostly use it for animals. Then again, the same, the kids will have to ask questions, listen, understand. And I can stop here.
Thank you very much.
I will never stop then, I will continue. So yeah, playing, it's amazing. The kids love it.
Okay, so has anyone got any questions from the floor? Can we see any questions? I've got a quick question.
Yes,
what would you say, Celine, to people that say that making games fun is kind of taking away the seriousness? Like if you make it too fun, you're not really doing proper learning.
I don't agree with this, because I can realize that my students, they can learn so well doing game. Because if you ask them to write a text or copy the spelling so many times, they won't do it, they don't like it. Me, seriously, doing the game, I do one game every class. If I have 1 hour lesson, I will do at least 10-15 minutes game, and I can see these 15 minutes will be more learning than the 45 minutes before.
Excellent. All right. Thank you very much, Celine.